Yeah, it is on.
Hello everyone, welcome to PyCon 2024 planning. Today is 14th March and we'll be planning and taking updates today. So yeah, I'll be the chair for this meeting and co-chair will be Koti. Starting with the updates, Murli and Praveen, CFP is now announced as we all must have seen that announcement has been made and would you like to expand on this?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. Yeah. Good evening, Shabnam. And we have been announcing CFP from all media platforms. And today, as on date, we have received 8 proposals as on date. That's update.
That's really great news.
Uh,
Thank you, Murli.
thank you.
Next, okay, next, Anirudh. I think we have had a website design feedback, like discussions, and what is the update on that currently?
We have the new designs also available. Also, we are discussing on Zulip, WG/technology stream. So, if anybody wants to leave updates on that, feel free to. On that, we also have an open discussion. If we should go ahead, like if we should still go ahead with both light mode and dark mode, or we should just go with light mode because the dark mode designs are not looking that great, and it will probably take a few more iterations to get to a acceptable stage. So either we can discuss it now or we can leave it for open discussion for later. But yeah, if anybody wants to look into the website, feel free to just check out uh, Zulip Technology Workgroup website under website topic. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, if anybody has any feedback, please drop your message there. And is there going to be any further when are we planning to close this, Anirudh?
As soon as I guess everybody is sort of content that this is the best that we can go with, we can close it, I guess. Any suggestions or feedback from anybody, welcome.
All right. So we'll be having that single page application only, or we'll be having more designs that we will do in like one complete shot, and then we'll give it to them to like work on, or will it be in iterations?
No, we usually have like only the landing page design from them, and then they make like assets and all. So after that, our website team sort of takes over and does the other pages. So we have asked for like a schedule sort of design for 3 tracks and all. So those will be like in a separate page, I guess, and there might be some more pages which will be there, which will just use the assets, I guess. So mostly it's about the landing page, I guess, right now for the design part.
Yeah, they'll actually give the landing page and some assets, and then we.
Okay. All right. So I think we are still working on the website design, and once the feedback is completely delivered to WebChirpy, then only we'll be taking further actions to be for them to work on it. So moving on to the next point, uh, Anirudh, talk
Yeah,
to.
we talked with a couple of logistics vendors. One was a event organizer, and the other one was suggested by Nimhans only, called Skylink or something.
Uh, S- Skyline or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, Skyline. So, Skyline quote he mentioned that he will send today, but I have not got yet. So I'll message him back. The other one was Ivy, and she's probably occupied till the end of month. So her quote will probably come sometime by 23rd of this month. So we are hoping to close some of them by the end of this month. So they will take care of, like, Ivy's team takes care of everything from stall setting to the equipments like sound recording, video recording, everything. And they also help with registration desks and all. They also help with, I think they mentioned, arranging for food and everything. So they take care of like end-to-end event management company there. But I guess they might have a bit bigger ask on the budget side. And Skyline, they take care of stall setting. They take care of equipments. They will recommend some food, but we'll have to like figure out that separately. Bhavin was yeah, Bhavin.
Yeah, I mean, I have worked with Ivy once or twice before. DevOps Days India and some other conference. Yeah,
Any
they take
feedback?
care of everything. Nothing specific feedback as such, but yeah, we'll see based on their quote.
Do you remember what all, like, how is their code usually?
Not really, because I was not part of organizers. I had interacted with her.
Got it.
I mean, as a sponsor, right? Um, but yeah, I haven't worked as an
And,
organizer with her.
and any feedback on maybe their arrangement and setup and all?
Um, it. I think that was. I don't remember. It was some hotel, so they had very simple.
Radisson Blue, is it,
Yeah,
Bhavin? Yeah,
yeah.
like
Yeah. DevOps Days India, Bangalore,
correct, correct.
2022, I guess.
Uh,
Got it. Okay, so then we'll, yeah, sorry, go on.
Yeah, like even Red Hat also, like both the events. So even I'm there at DevOps Days and Red Hat Dev Nation. So
Mm-hmm.
like Bhavin mentioned, right? She only handled those events. So feedback in the sense like she mentioned, she'll be taking care of the starting from registration desk to stalls and everything. Her team only managed, but yeah, even I don't know the exact quote or something. Like even I'm not part of the organizer team, so I didn't have any idea about the financial part. But I like I worked with her and we had a good rapport.
In general, for swags and all, I think the rates were slightly higher. That's what I remember. Because we had asked, but that time we didn't negotiate or anything. We went with our own vendor. Like this was InfraCloud, the company I work with. We were sponsors. So,
Got it.
but yeah, yeah.
So she mentioned that we can pick and choose also, like if things we want to take care of by ourselves and things that we would want them to take
Mm-hmm.
care of and all that. So they will give like a breakdown of all the codes and we can decide after that.
Got it. We'll see. Yeah.
So Anirudh, is there any other lead right now other than these two vendors?
For stalls and all, no. I think t-shirts we still need to talk. Uh, we have not talked this last week. So yeah, t-shirts we have some more leads, and other swags I'm not sure.
Shall we add that to the agenda then for this week?
Like action item, you mean?
Yeah, action
Yeah,
item.
yeah, we can. But I would say like we can probably wait for them to get back or something.
Okay, all right.
But we should talk to more vendors anyway. So
So also, if anybody else has any references, please add it and share it with Anirudh.
Yeah.
Vivasa mostly, but yeah.
Yeah, please post in logistics channel. We have a dedicated work group there, so it will be helpful. Yeah, you can tag Bivas, like he is leading that. He'll connect with you and you can share something if you have anything to discuss.
Awesome, great. So, moving on to the next update, I think we had initial discussion on the badges, and we're currently evaluating options. May I know who are the ones that were part of this discussion?
Perhaps Farhan can update this.
Yeah, hi. Mostly in the discussion, I was there, Navagod was there, Navaran was there, Jatin was there, and Sam was there. And we had like an initial set of discussion on how to go through the battle. Nothing great came out of it for now because uh, we were trying to see what we can do with the battery, but the initial costing was coming around 1,500 or something. That too, if we have to figure out a lot of components on what will go where. But then we arrived at a solution where we are thinking of having like a daughter board, and then over that we will have a Arduino Nano, and then we'll figure out the components around it. So we have taken the discussion to that extent right now. Uh, we all have taken time till next Wednesday or something so that we can research a bit more on that and then see what we can do with it. So that is what happened in the call with Jason. So the action item with this is we'll do another follow up with all of us sitting in maybe around next Wednesday or Thursday, and then we'll see what we can do.
All right. Thank you, Farhan. Any other updates from anyone that needs to be mentioned for this week?
Um, yeah, I have not as an update, but I'll just so on the navigator deployment, right? I'll get that done this week, and then I think Anirudh had posted something about a volunteer page or something. So I'll try to have that up uh, this week.
Awesome. Let's
That
add.
was sorry, just to add on, Bhavin, that was like a question, like should we have that? So
We should, I feel.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, it would be good to have on the navigator. And later, whenever we have website, we can have a blog post there also.
cool.
This is what I think.
Okay. Thank you, Bhavin. Let's move on to the agenda. Anirudh, streamline process of content to announcement.
Yeah. So, oh yeah, I think I remember one more. I think Ashok posted on a bunch of places about PyCon India. So that is another update. And if anybody has more suggestions, please add it to the discussion on GitHub. So maybe the CFP team can sort of post that at multiple places. About the com streamline, I think we need to figure this out because we knew that. So this last keynote announcement was a mess. We knew we had to post it on Sunday, but on Thursday we discussed that also. So one is like no preparation was done up until Sunday 4 p.m. Like only the blog post was half written. So and then the other things were also not done. So I don't know what we need to do to figure out how to streamline this process so that it can be planned a little bit better. Open to suggestions, and hopefully we can get, because there are volunteers there, and then there's like everybody has like personal time and all. So respecting all of that, we need to figure out a way to maybe make this thing better. Um, yeah, so if anybody has any suggestions on how to go about this, please feel free to share. If not, we can move on.
All right.
Yeah, one idea is like we can also drop a open message on the Zulip, the concern channel, mentioning the person. So that could be one idea.
We're doing it on GitHub, no? Like as soon as the issue is created, the concerned people are tagged on GitHub.
Okay.
And there's
See,
like
the thing is,
there's like only two or three concerned people around any particular task, right? Maximum.
okay. Because the thing is, like sometimes I have a GitHub app in my mobile, but sometimes I don't get the notification. So it's kind of strange, but I'll figure it out. But anyway, so that is one that could be one issue. But yeah,
Yeah, one more thing that we can take care of is like create issues little bit in advance. Last time we created it like one day before or like okay, so let us have a window of at least 4 days in advance for anything. So that will I think help.
Okay.
And then
I
also
think
we did not personally ping. Maybe first create GitHub issues and like if it is something related to safety, like we should be uh, trying to contact personally. Okay, directly on Zulip
yeah,
DM
or
messages or so that will also help.
Yeah, I would assume that that has already been done when you're tagging someone in there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because just I can just tag a random person on GitHub, but
Mhm.
that won't
Yeah.
mean that person is responsible actually.
Mhm.
mm, I think I don't know how the ideally the work group, whoever is leading the work group, should take care of rest of the communication, but obviously communicating it to the work group lead has to happen correctly, as in we need to have some acknowledgement, okay, they know this has to be done, sort of. And rest of it, I assume, should work out the way we have, right? Work group lead takes care of getting that thing done, because this will keep happening. Eventually people will get busy in their own work groups, so we need some way to, when Anirudh or maybe Praveen cannot go behind each person, right? Saying, okay, do this, do that, sort of. So ideally, it should go via work group lead eventually, if not immediately in initial days. But yeah, and the work group can figure out how they want to talk to each other. Work group folks can figure out whether they want to DM, ping, whatever.
Yeah, that sounds
uh,
doable.
Yes, Arvind?
so last time what we were doing is like we had this comms group, and
Hmm.
there were these GitHub issues as well. Somebody will create the GitHub issues, like in case, like if the person who's not uh, let's say like you're tagging myself or Akash Nil in some GitHub issue, and let's say if some person is not having GitHub in their mobile and or not getting notifications on GitHub, like that could be an issue, right? So in that case, like what we used to do is like we'll put that thing in the concerned work group, and we'll tag the concerned. I mean, like there is no need to tag itself. Like if you open the work group, you'll be able to see it, but we will tag the work group lead as well. So
You mean
I
on
mean,
Zulip?
yeah, Zulip.
Okay.
So the GitHub issues URL will be dropped on the Zulip chat, and I mean like the concerned work group, and the work group lead will be like tagged, so that like even if somebody misses, like somebody else will see it, and like the whole team will be informed about the ongoing process.
Got it. Yeah, I think I
That sounds
understood
good.
sort of what's saying. Yeah. Yeah, because
Anyone else wants to add on anything? All right. Moving on to the next topic, review process by CFP team. What is the status on that?
Uh, Slowly, we are planning to start the review process, and probably we will have a next week. We will have our group call separately to finalize the modus operandi of review process. And initially, with available, we have six people in our team now as on date, and we will scrutinize the proposals at the first review. And if we will interact with the proposes, and if we want to make any corrections, they will ask them to correct it and ready for review. Once it is ready, then we will move for subject expert, and we will have a second review for this evaluating the proposals. So that is a thing that we are going to plan in the succeeding weeks.
Just a suggestion, like, isn't this a little
Yes,
too
sir.
early to review? Sorry, Koti has
No,
his
Yeah,
hand.
just
it's
preliminary. Yeah, Koti.
Koti, you there?
Sorry, I was on mute. I was talking on mute. So yeah,
Mm.
one thing I just wanted to say, even first thing like Anirudh said, it is too early. Even I feel for the review process and all. But before that, I want the Dr. Murli and Praveen to take care of the volunteers and the like whoever is reviewing, right? So you can
Yeah,
share them the last year learnings and the process. Like last time also we discussed it, right? Few comments from our review
yeah,
team, so they should be very proper and like you can give that session once, so before you actually getting into the reviews and all. And whoever whenever you get new volunteers through Pratik or something, right? If new volunteers join, you just do a iteration on the like something related to COC, so you can
okay.
explain them before every session, so it will be very helpful, because we don't want to leave negative impact on the speakers or anybody. So to avoid that, just like how we start our weekly call or something, right, so just give a reminder about the COC and like what they wanted to do on the sub, then you can guide them if they stuck somewhere. And I also suggest both of you to keep track of the comments like once in a while, once the
Yeah.
review started. Like it's not like every time you shouldn't be do it, but sometimes like once in a while, if you just go through it, and like if you feel something is offensive or like you don't like it, like you can bring out to the big forum in the weekly calls or something, so that will sort out majority of those things. That's what I feel.
All right.
yeah.
Ashok, would you like to
Thank
add
you.
on? Ashok?
Yeah. Sorry. Like for the first first level review process, I think for that one, I think there is no late and there is no early. I feel because in the first review process we put like okay, if they didn't put the slides, if they didn't put proper things, so anyway we need to put and follow up also. People don't respond. At the first message they respond after 2 3 times, and that also we can't do daily, so it will be weekly, so that way for first review process I think we can start like, because last time what we saw is okay, if you start the review first review process late, then what will happen is at last minute everybody will put their PPTs and all those stuff. Then the first review process will take a lot of time, and nothing will move in the second review process.
Right. So we can take care of the content and all missing steps well in advance.
Yeah, thank you, Ashok.
Anirudh, would you like to speak?
Yeah, I actually gotta go, but I feel it's very early anyway. Like first review or not, you don't know if they are submitted the entire proposal, they're still editing or not. A lot of people might not have seen the draft mode and the live mode of things, so they might just think that I'll submit and I'll edit it consequently, subsequently. I think right now the focus can be on posting and like promoting this more, posting out at multiple places. Maybe you can do like some sessions, like I think Noise here in the chat mentioned on how to make your proposals better and all, but review definitely not. I this is my opinion. But anyway, I gotta go right now, so please carry on with the discussion. Thank you.
Definitely, we will have the review at a later stage, but uh, we we can go through the whether the proposals have given all the required parameters in the proposals. For example, I could see that we have introduced a video presentation in the proposals, but nobody has given the video presentations. So we can inform them that you can submit all these things and we can make them to correct the proposals, and then only we can go for review.
Bhavin?
Yeah, I also don't think we can say this is too early or something. Initial reviews can be done, and we can always check with people if they are done with their CFP, like if it is final. If they say they are still editing it, we can skip it. That should be okay. Uh,
Yeah,
because I have
yeah,
seen this happen with mentorship last time also, that you have to it's good to start early, because another point is finding the subject matter experts, right? SMEs. Maybe team can start with that also, because sometimes you don't have enough people to review and you can't ask more, right? I mean, it's sometimes too much to ask to review 10 or 15 proposal for a single person. So that can be started as well. In parallel, obviously, like Anirudh said, important would be to spread the word about CFP, but I don't think it is early per se. At least
Mm,
few parts can start. That's what I feel.
all right.
yeah, yeah.
Praveen sir, would you like to?
Yeah, yeah, same thing. Like we can start simultaneously, but main focus should be on spreading the word. Okay, and I was like curious to know like how was the response of last and year's submission about the videos? Like, is the video thing like is a deterrent, or
Praveen?
in short, do we make it compulsory for everyone to place a add a video, preview video of the talk?
So noise here in the chat says that we can do it 1 month before closing, and if we can add a field mark proposal as complete.
Someone mentioned there is a draft mode. I don't know the details, but maybe that is enough to show that it is draft. I don't know. Whoever is handling the platform junction would know.
Any
That
more
we
views
can
on
discuss
this?
in the CFP call.
Audio is not clear. There's some issue.
Can you please repeat?
That we can discuss in the CFP call separately. All these things.
It's
Okay.
still not.
Yeah, what I understood was like Dr. Murli suggesting CFP discussion will take in a separate call and will update it seems. Is it
Oh,
right, Dr. Murli?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, got it.
okay, all right. Do we have any other views on this, or shall we go ahead?
I
I
think I have one point. I'll just mention it, and the CFP team can figure out. So there could be different people with different experiences in terms of giving talks. So I understand that having a video, complete slides helps. But those who have a good history of giving talks in other conferences, maybe we shouldn't force them to share a video or something, because that just throws off people, and some people feel that they have already given talks, and there is history, good history, that shows you how they give a talk, so we have some idea. uh, so for those, I think we should not force them to share a video or something. Slides also, it's up to us if we are able to understand the topic. or not, depending on that we can ask for slides. But yeah, because I have seen some conferences mandating the complete slide deck with all the details in it, and usually people don't like it, and they don't even have whole complete slide deck, right? Because it's just a proposal at the moment. We can't demand people to spend more time on a proposal which we don't know whether it will be selected or not. So the point I'm making is, I mean, we shouldn't force people to share things if it is clear that they have a good background of giving talks. Obviously, if someone is new, we want to understand how the talk is. We are not able to understand the topic and all. In those cases, we can definitely ask for more inputs. But yeah, this is what I feel, and this is what I've seen in recent few days regarding few other conferences. But yeah, thought of
Yeah,
sharing it here.
thank you.
All right, thank you, Bhavin. So I think we will be having a CFP call, and then we will be discussing and having the final updates from Praveen sir and Murli sir.
Okay.
So moving on to open discussion topics. So here Anirudh has mentioned that we have the website design discussion open, and we have currently two options. One is the dark mode, another is the light mode. Please feel free to check out Zulip, or both the website designs are uploaded there, and you can share your feedback on the same. And we'll be providing the same feedback to WebChirpy, and they'll be taking it forward from there. Currently, we are inclining towards the light mode design, because the dark mode design seems to be a little difficult to be worked with further, because the design is not very extensible, whereas the light mode still has chances of improvement. So we want to move in that direction mostly. And yeah, so there are few feedbacks already from Saptak as well. Um, yeah, and Narvind has also added some feedback, so we can check that out or add more to the same Zulip chat. Okay. Another topic is the sponsor email created? It's rather a question. Is Sayan in the call? Who has added this question? Do we have any idea about this topic?
No, Sayan is not on the call.
Okay.
Anybody from sponsorship group?
Farhan?
Yeah, what happened? What? Sorry, I didn't get it. What?
So we want to understand if the sponsor email has been created.
We did have a sponsor working group call. We are trying to get the brochures and everything done. So, and also try to evaluate the sponsors category and everything else. So we are trying to get an idea around that.
All right. Koti?
Yeah, Farhan, like in the in PyCon mailing list, right? There is one email from the previous sponsor. So, like, can somebody address that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, sure, Koti. I think I have seen the email also, and I saw Anirudh's ping on that as well. I think Abhishek is already trying to get onto it, and
Mm-hmm.
if he doesn't, then I will, or Nadanan will take this up.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Moving on, action items from last meeting. Praveen sir, add on GitHub issues for CFP announcement with comms work group and content work group.
It's done. It's
It's
done
done.
and CFP is announced.
All right. Akashni, post on social media the community calendar for more volunteer engagement. I don't think he's in the call.
Uh,
Akash
yeah,
Nil,
yeah, that
sorry.
is not done yet.
Okay, so it's still pending. Farhan, schedule a call with Jatin. Farhan,
I think he talked about it, the badge thing.
okay. I think that call happened with Sun and Nabarun also, and I think Anirudh was also there in the call. So we'll mark it as done. Um, Call on PSF grant and logistics vendor. I think this is also done. Ashok, create a issue to collect all the website. We can list our events. Done.
Yeah, I created it. Even the discussion also one also started. In that one, Anirudh added couple of them, and except Eventico and PSF, sorry, Python calendar events. Rest of the places added it. Uh, in the Eventico and Eventico, it's in verification process. For the Python calendar one, sent it, but I reply not came yet. So in for couple of places it's live. Devin events, conf stack, Python, um, sorry, Python conferences. There it's live. They told me to do research some more places, and I made that list and put it in the discussions only. And in the CFP group also, I posted regarding that. If there are any additions, I will post there also.
Yes, Koti.
Yeah, just to extend Ashok, like I worked with PyCon APAC team and I posted like the website, like event details in the PyCon Asia website.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Next, shall we move on to the next one?
One thing, Akash will update. Akash Neel is not here, so regarding communication, one can I give the update?
Yeah.
Is it now or later? Anytime.
You can give the update now.
Okay, so we had call um, uh, this week, um, and a couple of ideas shared with the team. Multiple people actually gave the ideas. Uh, for now, this week we're planning to send keynote speaker suggestions reminder only, and two more things pondering upon. One, the Monty Python one, or so encouraging women, like women to submit CFP. So these three are we are thinking, and yeah, a couple of post ideas came, like okay, on the social media, what all things we can put, like on the holy, on the April Fool's Day, and okay, poll to check PyCon awareness. There are a bunch of them, so those were there. um, yeah, on the holy side, Himani is going to help on the encouraging women speakers for submitting that. Ria is helping on that, and yeah, like okay, we contacted a couple of past PyCon speakers, and we are taking testimonials. If they give, then we'll post it on social media so that okay, we can encourage other people that okay, uh, CFP for CFP encouragement only and awareness. So these all things.
Thank you. Thank you, Ashok.
Just a small thing uh, related to Holi or any festival related posts, right? Uh, Maybe it would be good to uh, have a discussion before posting those in this sort of call where everyone is involved. Because I mean, in past, it's not exactly related, but you know what sort of criticism we receive on Twitter. So uh, sometimes it would be, I mean, people take it the other way around. We try to post it because we want to celebrate and all, but I think, yeah, I'm not able to clearly say it, but yeah, you folks know what I'm saying. So before you post it, it would be good to check the content with everyone, or at least with Anirudh and other
Sure,
folks. I mean, check with
sure,
the chair before posting such posts.
sure.
That's
I
what
will
I'm saying.
update Akash
Yeah,
about it.
yeah.
Great point, Bhavin. Thank you. Next, moving on. Create a issue for the paramedic and emergency situation. Sign is not on the call. Anybody else has an update on this? If it's done.
I think it is pending. I don't see
Okay.
that.
All right. Let's mark it pending as of now. So we have listed down the next set of action items. Shall I go through these action items, or we do this in next call?
I think our leads or like volunteers will go through it, Shabnam. But like we may need to decide on next meeting chair and co-chair.
Okay. Uh, okay. So who would be the next meeting chair and co-chair? Anybody? Any volunteers?
Whether next meeting is on Sunday or Thursday.
I think it'll be
What
on
about
Thursday itself. It's a scheduled.
Anirudh?
That's that's a good
Anirudh,
question.
Anirudh is not here. Maybe there is one discussion going on. We are,
Uh,
yeah, right now, like most of the folks are said on Sunday, but like still
uh,
participation is limited. We can't just decide on that. Maybe we might need to discuss one more time on Zulip or something, and we can come to a conclusion
Yeah, yeah,
after Murli.
yeah.
So
We can
maybe we
ask
can
to
schedule
move
next
it.
week on Thursday itself, and then based on that decision, we can change later.
Hmm. Yeah, I
Agreed.
think we can start the discussion on Zulip. Let the
okay.
next call be on Thursday or something, and then move. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, at least definitely we should start the discussion on Zulip.
Can we like pick a chair and co-chair irrespective?
I would like to volunteer for co-chair, taking notes.
Yeah, I
Awesome.
will handle any one of the Shabnam.
Sorry, Murli, I could not hear you.
I will handle any one of the things next week.
He's saying he can handle any of it.
Okay, awesome.
Okay, anyway, Praveen mentioned he will be in co-chair, so we can keep Dr. Murli as a chair.
Yeah,
And next week it will be CFP team who is leading.
Yeah.
Dr. Murli.
awesome then.
That's a
Better.
good idea.
Any other updates from anyone else?
I just missed that point related to conference badge. So
So there was a discussion between Farhan, Jitin, Anirudh, San, and Nabarul. So currently they have a few options and they are evaluating the options, and the cost is coming up to 1,000 to 1,500 as per the current discussions.
Mhm.
So they will be further finalizing and coming back to us on the same.
Yeah, which includes some Arduino and Arduino boards and something
Hmm.
Farhan mentioned. So yeah, still a couple of iterations or like discussions are needed, it seems.
okay, got it.
Any other point? I think then we are done. Thank you all for joining. Hope you all have a great day ahead.
Thank you.
Good.
I'll
Thank you, Shruti.
stop recording, Shabnam.
Yeah.
Right.